प्रश्न संख्या बस प्रश्न संख्या 1
Question number 1.
श्री CN अन्नादुरई, श्री G सेल्वम, माननीय मंत्री महोदय,
Honorable Minister.
Sir, the answer has been placed on the table of the House.
श्री मणिकम टेगोर,
Thank you, sir. Sir, the question is relating to the UDAN scheme in Tamil Nadu, sir. He has given a detailed answer on UDAN, but my question is related to Madurai Airport. And Madurai Airport connectivity is a major issue, sir. Now, as Honorable Minister knows that Madurai-Chennai connectivity has been reduced. And now it is only 4 flights are there. Earlier there was 8 flights to Chennai. And now the flights has been reduced, and to Bangalore also the reduction in the flight has come. Therefore, I request that Honorable Minister he assure the House that connectivity to Madurai, Chennai, as well as to Madurai, Bangalore, the frequency will be increased. Thank you so much, sir.
Sir, Madurai has been one of the most important airports in Tamil Nadu, and with the same intention, the government of India has also put in a lot of efforts to develop the Madurai airport. And especially one thing that I wanted to mention to the honorable member is also that when the request came for 24/7 operations of the airport so that the connectivity improves, not only domestically, but internationally also. It was taken up in a very positive manner and it has been done. The international airport status also is under active consideration. And the connectivity that has been mentioned by the honorable member will also be taken up with the selected airlines, which will have the capacity to run it. But in this government of India, and especially the Ministry of Civil Aviation, we consider Madurai as a very important destination, both internationally and domestically, and we will promote it from our side.
क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 आज
Question number 2. Today I am trying for a new convention. I want that all honorable members should get the replies of 20 questions, because honorable minister have also been waiting for the same.
क्वेश्चन नंबर 2
Question number 2, sir.
बजेंद्र सिंह ओला,
Question number 2.
माननीय मंत्री महोदय,
Honorable Minister.
Uttar Sabhapati.
Sir, a statement is laid on the table of the House. Honorable member.
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय,
Honorable Speaker, sir, through you, I want to know from Honorable Minister that Rajasthan is paying higher tax, higher toll.
Through diversity of views and spirited debate, respectful exchange of opinions and constructive discussions should be the norm of our parliamentary discourse. Let us commit ourselves to a session defined by decorum, discipline, and dignified contact. I also urge honorable members to uphold the values of democracy, discipline, and enlightenment as envisioned by the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi ji. And I quote him, "Democracy, disciplined and enlightened, is the finest thing in the world," unquote. Our contact in the House should be reflect this discipline and enlightenment. I look forward to full cooperation of all leaders of parliamentary parties and members in making this session productive and a solid stepping stone in our journey towards a prosperous, self-reliant, and Viksit Bharat. Together, let us make the budget session a success, reflecting the highest standards of parliamentary democracy. I have to inform the members that the Business Advisory Committee in the meeting held on the 28th of January 2026 has allotted time for government business as follows. Discussion on the motion of thanks on the President's address, 16 hours. General discussion on the union budget for the year 2026-27, 16 hours. Now matters raised with permission. Shriman Santosh Kumar P.
Thank you, sir. So the plantation sector in Kerala is one of the main pillars of our economy. So it's a major source of export earnings and rural employment. Now the plantation sector is under stress due to various reasons. Number one, price volatility. Secondly, high input costs and aging crops sold. So this affects mainly small holders, women workers, and socially backward communities. And moreover, so this Trump effect is also a major threat. In fact, Donald Trump has become a threat to the humanity also. But at the same time, sir, his tariff regime is going to affect Kerala also. We may lose at least 2,500 crores of rupees due to his reciprocal tariff policies. So in this context, I would like to add through you, sir, to make certain steps immediately. This anti-farmer policy of the former Congress government also affected Kerala's farmers. Now BJP is vigorously following the same. I don't want to make it a political issue now. We are with the farmers. Sir, for us, we demand that we need a 1,000 crore rupee rubber price stabilization fund subscribed jointly by the government of Kerala, government of India, and rubber users. This can be helpful to the Kerala's rubber farmers. And support price must be enhanced to 300 rupees at least. Now the government of Kerala is giving 200 rupees. And we need to expand the same. Secondly, sir, central allocation of commodity-based boards must be enhanced. Now that did not increase during these years, so that must be increased. And thirdly, sir, special package for replanting and the rejuvenation of plants and export promotion of tea, coffee, and spices. This will be a major help in promoting Kerala's plantations, sir. Thank you.
Shriman Amarpal Maurya ji.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद महोदय। माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, मैं प्रयागराज मंडल का निवासी हूँ। प्रयाग एक ऐसा केंद्र है जो अध्यात्म का, शिक्षा का, स्वास्थ्य का और न्यायिक बहुत बड़ा केंद्र है। वहाँ पर पूरे देश के भी जो है व्यक्ति प्रयाग हमेशा आया करते हैं, अन्य अन्य कारणों से भी। और प्रयाग मंडल से जुड़े हुए ऐसे सारे जिले हैं कि जहां पर प्रयाग की तरफ लोग इलाज की दृष्टि से, चाहे वो कौशाम्बी है, फतेहपुर है, प्रतापगढ़ है, जौनपुर है, बुंदेलखंड का हमीरपुर है, बांदा है, चित्रकूट है, मध्य प्रदेश के से सतना, रीवा, ये ऐसे सारे जिले हैं जिसका प्रयाग केंद्र बिंदु है। और प्रयाग में स्वरूप रानी मेडिकल कॉलेज है, उसको अगर आयुर्विज्ञान एम्स का दर्जा प्राप्त होता है तो उस क्षेत्र के रहने वाले जितने भी लोग हैं, वहां जो जनसंख्या का एक बहुत बड़ा घनत्व है, उनको स्वास्थ्य की दृष्टि से, इलाज की दृष्टि से एक बहुत लाभदायक सिद्ध होगा। महोदय, हमारी सरकार स्वास्थ्य के क्षेत्र में एक बहुत बड़ी दिशा में जो है लंबे समय 2014 के समय से काम कर रही है। और उत्तर प्रदेश में तो डबल इंजन की सरकार है, वहां पर हर जिले में मेडिकल कॉलेज की स्थापना सरकार की दृष्टि से जो है आगे बढ़ रही है। भारत सरकार ने भी 2014 के पहले जो एम्स की संख्या थी उसको 7 से बढ़ा करके 23 पूरे देश में कर दिया गया है। और ऐसे एमबीबीएस सीटों की संख्या 2014 के पहले 51,348 सीटें थी, जिसको 130% भारत सरकार ने बढ़ा करके 1,18,137 करने का काम किया है। भारत सरकार, मोदी सरकार को मैं इसके लिए बधाई भी देता हूं। माननीय स्वास्थ्य मंत्री जी का मैं अभिनंदन भी करना चाहता हूं इस कार्य के लिए। उत्तर प्रदेश एक ऐसे स्थितियों में, जो प्रयाग की मैं चर्चा कर रहा था, प्रयाग में अगर ये एम्स की स्थापना होती है महोदय, इसके पहले लखनऊ में हॉस्पिटल जो राम मनोहर लोहिया हॉस्पिटल है, उसको भी आयुर्विज्ञान संस्थान का दर्जा दिया गया है। मैं आपके माध्यम से इन सभी बुंदेलखंड, हमारा अवध का और प्रयाग का मंडल का पूरा जनता के लाभ की दृष्टि से अगर उसको स्वरूप रानी मेडिकल कॉलेज को एम्स का दर्जा दिया जाता है तो वहां के समाज को इलाज की व्यवस्था में एक मील का पत्थर साबित होगा। मैं इतनी बात कहकर मैं आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूं उसको बोलने के लिए।
डॉक्टर कल्पना सैनी जी, डॉक्टर कल्पना सैनी जी।
धन्यवाद माननीय सभापति जी। माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, आज मैं इस सदन के माध्यम से देश के सामने एक अत्यंत गंभीर, संवेदनशील और मानवीय विषय पर अपना पक्ष रखना चाहती हूँ और वह विषय है अंगदान। माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, सरकार स्वास्थ्य के क्षेत्र में निरंतर कार्य कर रही है। हमारे देश में अंगदान की प्रक्रिया कोई नई नहीं है, यह वर्षों से चली आ रही है। इसके बावजूद आज की सच्चाई यह है कि भारत में लाखों लोग केवल इसलिए अपनी जान गंवा देते हैं क्योंकि उन्हें समय पर आवश्यक अंग उपलब्ध नहीं होता। किडनी, लीवर, हृदय, फेफड़े, आंखों के अभाव में अनेक नागरिक न केवल शारीरिक पीड़ा झेलते हैं बल्कि उनका पूरा पारिवारिक सामाजिक जीवन भी प्रभावित होता है। हम सभी समाचार पत्रों, टीवी और डिजिटल मीडिया में आए दिन ऐसी खबरें देखते हैं कि किसी मासूम बच्चे, किसी युवा या किसी परिवार के मुखिया की मृत्यु केवल अंग न मिलने के कारण होती है। जब हम इसके मूल कारण पर विचार करते हैं तो यह स्पष्ट होता है कि इसका सबसे बड़ा कारण अंगदान के प्रति जागरूकता की कमी है। समाज में फैली भ्रांतियां हैं। माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, यह जानना अत्यंत आवश्यक है कि एक व्यक्ति के अंगदान से 8 या उससे अधिक लोगों की जान बचाई जा सकती है। फिर भी जानकारी के अभाव में लोग इस पुनीत कार्य से नहीं जुड़ पा रहे हैं। यदि हम अपने सांस्कृतिक मूल्यों की बात करें तो ऋषि दधीची का उदाहरण हमारे सामने है, जिन्होंने मानवता की रक्षा के लिए अपने शरीर का दान किया। यदि प्राचीन काल में यह संभव था तो क्या आज आधुनिक युग में अंगदान संभव नहीं है? मैं सरकार से आग्रह करती हूं कि अंगदान को केवल स्वास्थ्य कार्यक्रम न मानकर राष्ट्रीय जन आंदोलन बनाया जाए और शिक्षा, मीडिया व समाज के हर स्तर तक पहुंचा जाए। माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, मेरा सुझाव यह भी है कि नीति निर्धारित कर उत्तराखंड राज्य में अंगदान का केंद्र बनाया जाए। अंत में मैं सत्ता पक्ष और विपक्ष के सभी माननीय सदस्यों से अपील करती हूं कि आने वाली पीढ़ियों को यह संदेश दें कि मानवता सबसे बड़ा धर्म है। धन्यवाद।
श्रीमान ब्रिजलाल जी।
धन्यवाद सभापति महोदय, आपकी अनुमति से मैं आज एक ऐसे संवेदनशील विषय को सदन के समक्ष रखना चाहता हूं जो एक साथ हमारी धार्मिक भावनाओं की पवित्रता तथा हमारे पर्यावरण के स्वास्थ्य से जुड़ा हुआ है। सभापति महोदय, सबसे पहले मैं प्रधानमंत्री जी को आभार व्यक्त करना चाहता हूं, साधुवाद देना चाहता हूं, जिनके नेतृत्व में स्वच्छ भारत मिशन ने देश की तस्वीर बदल दी है। सभापति महोदय, अब तक 12 करोड़ से अधिक शौचालय के निर्माण हुए हैं और साथ ही साथ 6 लाख से अधिक गांव और 4,234 भारत के शहरों ने अपने को ODF, ओपन डिफेक्शन फ्री घोषित कर दिया है। ये एक बहुत बड़ी उपलब्धि है सभापति महोदय। यह केवल बुनियादी ढांचे का निर्माण नहीं बल्कि स्वच्छता और गरिमा के प्रति एक व्यापक मानसिक परिवर्तन है। इसी गरिमा के भाव से जहां किसी भी पवित्र वस्तु का अपमान गंदगी से हो, ये उचित नहीं है। महोदय, इस समय कई प्रोडक्ट ऐसे मिलते हैं, कई सामान ऐसे मिलते हैं जहां देवी देवताओं और यहां तक कि हमारे पवित्र श्लोक लिखे रहते हैं और ज्यादातर वो वन टाइम यूज प्लास्टिक्स पर होते हैं जो अल्टीमेटली नालियों में, ओपन ड्रेन में और अल्टीमेटली हमारी नदियों में और समुद्र में पहुंचते हैं, जिससे इन हमारे देवी देवताओं का जहां अपमान होता है वहीं पर्यावरण को नुकसान होता है। महोदय, इस नुकसान से तमाम जल जनित बीमारियां उत्पन्न होती हैं और साथ ही साथ इन जल जनित बीमारियों के साथ साथ जो जलीय जीव हैं उसको भी नुकसान पहुंचता है। महोदय, स्वच्छ भारत मिशन से एक बहुत बड़ा लाभ मैं उत्तर प्रदेश का रहने वाला हूं, पूर्वी उत्तर प्रदेश का। वहां बरसात के समय एक बीमारी होती थी, जापानीज इंसेफ्लाइटिस, जो मच्छरों से उत्पत्ति एक बीमारी थी, और गोरखपुर मंडल और बस्ती मंडल इन सब के आसपास उन बीमारियों से हजारों हजार बच्चे इस बीमारी से काल कवलित हो जाते थे। मैंने भी अपने परिवार में एक अपनी बेटी को खोया है। महोदय, आज
and he has written letters. 3-4 letters have been written by him, and we have sought the details from the state, but the details have not been furnished by the state. But in Chhatrapur district, 3.81 out of 3.81 lakh, 3.36 lakhs families, 88% have got this tap water connections under Jal Jeevan Mission. Whatever grant is allocated, state government also works on that. They do the tendering and prepare DPR, and they complete it and they report to us. Sir, as you know that so many complaints have been received in this regard. Honorable Prime Minister also issued some guidance in this issue that action should be taken. We have constituted the teams, we have received some reports, and on the basis of that, we have given this report to the state, and we have requested the state to take action in this regard. And in the whole country, more than 4,000 actions have been taken in Chitradurg also. If we receive any complaint, we will definitely take some action.
आप सप्लीमेंट्री पूछना चाहते हैं माननीय सर?
Do you want to ask any supplementary question?
क्वेश्चन नंबर 6, श्री बेनी बेनन। माननीय मंत्री महोदय।
Honorable Minister.
Sir, Kerala, several instances of road failure have been occurred, resulting in accidents and loss of human life. Sir, in his reply, Honorable Minister stated that a committee is appointed for the inquiry. Sir, in this national highway, this contract agreement is two types. One is EPC model and HAM model. So both this agreement, the responsibility for preparation of the road design rested with the contractors themselves. That such designs are often not prepared in accordance with the local terrain and soil condition. That adequate soil testing is not conducted, and scientific and monitoring supervision during construction are inadequate. And whether the government proposed to take a sub-independent agency for design, preparation, supervision, and scientific monitoring of national highway construction. Sir, also, and the Parliamentary Public Accounts Committee has submitted a study report regarding the construction failure, structural defects, and road collapse in the national projects executed by the National Highway Authority. And if so, the major findings and the recommendations of the committee and the action taken by the central government thereon, including corrective measures to prevent recurrence of such failure.
The question which has been raised by honorable member, this is related to national highways, because of whatever incidents have taken place, approximately 550 kilometer area stretch is this. There are 13 projects from north to south. They are there, and the NH which has been mentioned by honorable member, that on flyover and underpasses, some walls have been collapsed, and there are some other failure cases. And for this, IIT Palakkad and IIT Delhi, IIT Kanpur, and IIT Gandhinagar, a committee was constituted comprising of all the experts from all these IITs, and whatever guidance was received by us, we are taking action through the contractors, and the contractor is doing work on this. And in other cases also, some other experts have been appointed on NS 66. 351 flyovers are there, and IIT, it is being observed under the supervision of IIT Palakkad in the coastal area of Kerala, seeing the soil condition and some expertise is being sought. And to increase the flyover, the department has decided it, and the height of the wall is to be reduced so that there may not be the chances of failure of this wall.
Member supplementary.
Sir, my second question. Sir, in the last session, the honorable minister, the cabinet minister, assured a question raised by Mr. Premendran that the national highway projects, whether the height of the road embankment exceeds 10 meters, a flyover or elevated structure will be constructed instead of earth embankment, and whether the government is ensuring strict compliance with assurance in all ongoing projects. And in the national highway, many of the major contractors give it subcontractors, and the subcontractors are not eligible for this type of work. And sir, whether the government proposed to tighten eligibility criteria for technical qualifications, norms, and past performance and requirement for the contractors executing national highway projects. And the punishment is very, sir, the penalties imposed on the contractors for substandard construction, safety violations, and abnormal delays in national highway projects are very low and ineffective as different. So whether the government proposed to introduce provision for permanent banning or long-term debarment of this type of contractors whose negligence and faulty execution endangers public life and property. Another question, sir. One more question, sir. There's a major project in the national highway in Kerala, that is Angamali Kundanur project. Sir, the Angamali Kundanur bypass, the notification already started, but unfortunately, the 3-year notification is cancelled because of due to the delay of the land acquisition. Now, sir, my question is, sir, whether the government proposed to reissue the 3-year notification, the 3-year notification within the month of February itself.
Honorable Speaker, sir, the question raised by the honorable member is that there's been any change in design, but for the information of this August House, I would like to say that the 6, which is 2+2 service lanes, which are constructed on these highways, 43,000 crore is the total expense. And because the land cost is very high in Kerala, and I already informed that IIT Delhi, IIT Palakkad, and whatever soil report they have given to us, and as per the information of the geoscientists, whatever changes are to be made in the height of the wall, and as has been already explained that as per conditions, the DPR rating has been done, and the rating, and wherever there's any problem, we will take a proper action against the contractor. There's no such problem, but as the honorable member has raised a question that there's a technical problem that the non-availability of soil that is causing a lot of trouble. We are unable to acquire land also. In 45-meter, we are constructing 2-lane and 6-lane highways, and there's a lot of traffic pressure also. It's difficult to stop the traffic, and when the road is already functioning, we have to give a diversion and then construct the road. For that also, the local administrative bodies and the local government we need support from them. And as the honorable member has already stated, we will take all inquiry and we will carry out necessary action against the contractors. Thank you.
Sri Janardhan Singh Sigriwal. Question number 7. Manya Manत्री Mohoday.
Honorable Minister, sir, a statement is laid on the table of the House. Honorable Member, Honorable Speaker, sir, at the outset, I would like to congratulate our Honorable Prime Minister that under the Jal Jeevan Mission, he initiated this, and because of which tap water has reached every household in the villages of India. Initially, it was only available in 10% of houses merely, but today its percentage has risen to almost 19.36 crore rural families. Out of that, 15.79 crore, more than these families, which is almost 81.56% of the families are getting potable tap water in their households. This is, I think, an incredible step not only for the rural areas but also for the country. And Honorable Speaker, sir, through you, I would like to know from the Honorable Minister that in Bihar, how many such houses have received this tap water, and how they are going to ensure that 100% connectivity is provided, because in 8 states and 3 union territories of the country, 100% tap water is being provided. So by what time they will be able to complete to 100% in Bihar? This is what I would like to know from the Honorable Minister through you, Speaker. So thank you. Honorable Speaker, sir, the Honorable Member has asked a very good question, and he given very good information to the House also. Till 2019, in the entire country, only 3 lakh 24, 19 lakh connections were there. And our Honorable Prime Minister initiated the Jal Jeevan Mission. And despite it being the accountability of the state governments, he brought in financial and technical assistance. And because of this scheme, today, almost 16 crore households in the entire country, which is more than 81%, they receive tap water in their households. The honorable member has inquired about Bihar and what is the condition. So the Bihar government has not taken part in the Jal Jeevan Mission, and they have worked on their own. And I would like to congratulate them that they have completed it at a very low cost with good quality. They have worked in Bihar and they have done it on their own. For that, we do not have the figures. So I'll take the information. Honorable members, today I'm seeing that many of the honorable members on both the sides of the house are engaged in gossiping amongst themselves. I would like to request you all that please upkeep the dignity and decorum of the house, and especially on the floor of the house. Please maintain a proper dignity. Only then we will be able to uphold the dignity of this house in the country. So if you want to have a very long discussion, you can step out of the house and carry on that discussion. Otherwise, I will have to take your name. Honorable Member Venugopalji, you are talking for a very long time. Please step out of the house if you have to talk amongst each other. I have already said that if you have to talk something 1 or 2 minutes, but you want to have a long discussion, please step out of the house. Honorable Speaker, sir, the Honorable Minister has given a very detailed reply, and he has shown us the reality of what the tap water connection is about. I would like to know from the Honorable Minister that Anganwadi and schools, almost 90% of the schools, you have provided tap water, and in almost 86% of Anganwadi centers also receive tap water. So in respect of Bihar, I would like to know, especially about the Maharajganj Lok Sabha constituency, I would like to know from the Honorable Minister that what is the percentage of Anganwadi centers and schools where they receive tap water, and in Maharajganj Lok Sabha constituency, what is the percentage, and by what time all the schools of Bihar and all the Anganwadi centers, and especially in Maharajganj, each house and household and family will receive tap water. Thank you. Honorable Speaker, sir, as I had already said that Bihar's government did not take part in Jal Jeevan Mission. They had not taken any funds also. They prepared their own DPR and they worked on their own. Then they have done a remarkable work, but how many Anganwadi centers are receiving water? We do not have the details. And you have already mentioned in your reply that in schools, 89.62%, and in Anganwadi centers, 80.60%. That is there in your reply. So that is for the entire country. So this is about the entire country. Okay. Now question number supplementary, now Shurmanji ji.
क्वेश्चन नंबर 8 श्री वीके श्रीकंदन, आज सबका आप देखिए.
Honorable members, today all the honorable members hardly get a chance to be featured in the 20 questions. Now If you get stuck at number 5 or 6, it is an injustice to those who are listed at number 14. So this is an injustice. You tell me, you decide. I leave it to the decision of the House that you ask one supplementary in each question, and I can ask only one question throughout the questionnaire, but 543 members of parliament are here, and out of them, hardly 20 get their questions selected as start questions. I would like to request all the members also to ask in a very concise manner, and I would like to request the honorable ministers also to reply very briefly so that we can take up the 20 questions, and then we'll take up the supplementary also. Shri V.K. Srikandan, question number 8. Honorable Minister, Honorable Speaker, sir, a statement is laid on the table of the House. Question number 9, Shri Purushottam Bhai Rupala. Honorable Speaker, sir, question number 9. Honorable Minister. Honorable Speaker, sir, a statement is laid on the table of the House. 1 minute. Honorable Member. You could not rise at that time. Honorable Minister. Honorable Member.
Sir, my question is, what are the total number of detailed projects reports prepared so far on the proposals received concerning Kerala State?
Adhyaksh Mahoday.
Honorable Speaker, sir, because the honorable member has asked about the state roads to be converted into national highways, and as I have already given the information that keeping into view all these roads which belong to the state sector and the passenger car unit PCU, on the basis of that and from the perspective of tourism and on the request of the state government, this is very important. And because under PM Gati Shakti master plan also, we can convert it to NH because 1.5 lakh kilometers of NH is already there, and they are being converted into 4-lane and 6-lane. So that development work is going on. And I would like to say that the proposal sent by the honorable member, so our department will analyze it and then we take necessary action.
Sir, my second supplementary is about the 2 state roads, that is Palakkad to Thrissur via Ottapalam and Shornur, and Pollachi to Thrissur via Gopalapuram, Kunyambara and Palakkad. As this
3-page letter to the Prime Minister describing about the whole gamut of issue and seeking rectification, sir. When the minister admitted that there is a duopoly and we need to deal with it, I expected that the president's address would have some policy initiative on this, sir. Sir, let me just tell about the safety of the passengers because it's all related aspects. Sir, a Learjet 45 of the same operator crashed. We are just a day after the fatal accident which killed the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra. After 2.5 years, the investigation report hasn't come. What has happened to Ahmedabad crash, sir? We don't know what is actually the reason for this crash, sir. Sir, Kannur International Airport, Honorable Sidhyaji knows that. You are denying the point of call, allowing the cartel to increase the rate. He was almost going to act on that, but he was shifted from the ministry. Now the new ministry has come. After so many years, they are allowing the passengers to flee. I request the government that the whole gamut of issues need to be looked into. Thank you very much, sir.
Sriman Govind Bhai, Lalji Bhai, Dholakia ji, Thiru S. Selva Ganapathy avargal.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. My subject is stray dog menace in India. India today faces a serious challenge with the growing population of stray dogs. Estimates suggest that there are over 3 crores stray dogs across the country, and their unchecked rise has created multiple problems for society. Frequent dog bites have become a major concern, especially for children and the elderly. Rabies, a fatal disease, continues to claim thousands of lives every year. Stray dogs often scavenge in garbage dumps, spreading litter and increasing the risk of infections. Continuous barking at night disturbs sleeps, while aggressive packs create fear among pedestrians, cyclists, and school-going children. Dogs chasing vehicles or suddenly crossing roads cause accidents, endangering both humans and animals. To control the menace, large-scale corrective actions are needed, which includes animal birth control programs. A major program to be implemented in order to reduce dog population growth and prevent rabies. Proper disposal of garbage will cut off food supply and discourage stray dog gatherings. Educating communities about responsible pet ownership and discouraging abandonment. Creating dog shelters and promoting adoption can reduce the number of strays on the streets. Strong coordination between strict bodies, veterinary services, and NGOs are essential for sustainable solutions. I also learned that the Worldwide Veterinary Service and NGO from United Kingdom has come forward to aid the government in sterilization of the wild dogs. The society had already done a massive work in the government of Goa and also ready to extend the sterilization process to all states and the union territories. Further, the government should mandatorily implement the order issuing license for possessing domestic dogs at home and should wear masks while rolling out in the streets. Before I conclude, the stray dog menace is not just an animal welfare issue, it is a public health and safety challenge. With human, scientific, and community-driven measures, India can control the stray dog population only by effective sterilization program to be done throughout the country on a war food
सतनाम
basis.
सिंह सांधू जी।
थैंक यू सर। चेयरमैन साहब, मैं पंजाब के किसानों और खेती से जुड़ा हुआ एक अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण विषय सदन में रखना चाहता हूं। सबसे पहले मैं माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का हृदय से आभार व्यक्त करता हूं, जिन्होंने पंजाब में हॉर्टिकल्चर को बढ़ावा देने के लिए 2015-16 के बजट में पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ हॉर्टिकल्चर रिसर्च एंड एजुकेशन पंजाब को देने का फैसला किया था। उनकी स्पष्ट सोच थी कि पंजाब के किसान को ट्रेडिशनल व्हीट पैडी साइकिल से बाहर निकालकर हाई वैल्यू हॉर्टिकल्चर की ओर ले जाया जाए। चेयरमैन साहब, यह दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है कि हमारा पंजाब प्रधानमंत्री जी के इस तोहफे को जमीन पर नहीं उतार पाया। पिछले 10 वर्षों से यह प्रोजेक्ट अटका हुआ है। एक दशक का कीमती समय बर्बाद हो चुका है। आज 2026 में जब हम विकसित भारत की ओर बढ़ रहे हैं तो ये स्वीकार करना होगा कि 10 साल पुरानी योजना आज की नई संभावनाओं और चुनौतियों के लिए पर्याप्त नहीं है। चेयरमैन साहब, पंजाब में 7% से कम जमीन पर हॉर्टिकल्चर होने के बावजूद हॉर्टिकल्चर पैदावार जो 2011 में 6,267 करोड़ थी, वो अब 26,580 करोड़ पार कर चुकी है और इसमें अभी भी अपार संभावनाएं बाकी हैं। पंजाब का किसान आज हॉर्टिकल्चर को पॉजिटिवली अडॉप्ट करने लगा है। यदि पंजाब में इस संस्थान को पुश किया जाए तो किसान क्रॉप डाइवर्सिफिकेशन की तरफ तेजी से आगे बढ़ सकता है। चेयरमैन साहब, मैं दावे से कहता हूं कि प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के आत्मनिर्भर भारत मिशन के तहत पंजाब का किसान हॉर्टिकल्चर के क्षेत्र में देश को आत्मनिर्भर बनाने में बड़ी भूमिका निभा सकता है। चेयरमैन साहब, मैं यह प्रस्ताव करता हूं कि अब इस प्रोजेक्ट को पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट इंस्टीट्यूट से अपग्रेड करके सेंट्रल हॉर्टिकल्चर यूनिवर्सिटी बनाया जाए और इसकी जल्दी स्टैब्लिशमेंट इंश्योर की जाए। चेयरमैन साहब, पंजाब में हॉर्टिकल्चर यूनिवर्सिटी स्टैब्लिश करने के पीछे कई ठोस तर्क है। हमारे लिए ये गर्व की बात है कि प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी ने यूरोपियन यूनियन के साथ इसी हफ्ते FTA साइन किया है, जिससे लोग मदर ऑफ ऑल डील्स भी कहते हैं। इससे एग्री एक्सपोर्ट के लिए नई संभावनाएं पैदा हो गई हैं। इस स्थिति में यह विश्वविद्यालय यूरोपियन स्टैंडर्ड के मुताबिक हॉर्टिकल्चर प्रोडक्ट्स की गुणवत्ता सुनिश्चित कराने में महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाएगा। चेयरमैन साहब, यूनिवर्सिटी बनने से यहाँ इंटरनेशनल स्टैंडर्ड की ट्रेनिंग, टेस्टिंग लैब्स होंगी और एक्सपोर्ट सर्टिफिकेशन सेंटर स्थापित होंगे, जिससे पंजाब का फल सब्जी सीधे ग्लोबल मार्केट में जा सकेगा। यह यूनिवर्सिटी एग्रीकल्चर में वैल्यू एडिशन और फूड प्रोसेसिंग को बढ़ावा देगी और पंजाब के युवाओं के लिए एग्री एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप के द्वार भी खोलेगी। चेयरमैन साहब, प्रधानमंत्री जी के पंजाब के प्रति अटूट प्रेम को देखते हुए मैं आग्रह करता हूं कि इसे प्राइम मिनिस्टर सेंट्रल हॉर्टिकल्चर यूनिवर्सिटी का दर्जा दिया जाए।
धन्यवाद महोदय। माननीय सभापति महोदय, भारत के संविधान के अनुच्छेद 1 में स्पष्ट रूप से कहा गया है, भारत अर्थात इंडिया राज्यों का संघ होगा। इंडिया दैट इज भारत शैल बी यूनियन ऑफ स्टेट्स। स्पष्ट है कि भारत एक यूनियन है, पर खेद के साथ कहना पड़ता है कि कुछ लोगों द्वारा जाने या अनजाने पहले इसे क्वासी फेडरेशन बताया गया और अब इसे सीधे फेडरेशन बताया जाने लगा है। भारत को फेडरेशन बताया जाना एक खतरनाक प्रवृत्ति है। इस खतरनाक प्रवृत्ति के दर्शन हमें बोलचाल के साथ साथ साहित्य और समाचार पत्रों में भी होने लगे हैं। यहाँ तक कि प्रभावशाली लोगों के द्वारा भी इसका प्रयोग किया जाने लगा है। संसद के अंदर भी इसका प्रयोग धड़ल्ले से किया जाता है। भारत या भारत के संविधान को फेडरल स्ट्रक्चर बतलाना संवैधानिक ऐतिहासिक रूप से गलत है। ऐसा कहना राष्ट्रीय एकता और अखंडता के लिए घातक है। स्वतंत्रता के बाद भारत के संविधान के स्वरूप पर, स्वतंत्रता के पहले भारत के संविधान के स्वरूप पर व्यापक चर्चा हमारे राष्ट्र निर्माताओं ने किया था। अंग्रेजों तथा मुस्लिम लीग के साथ कांग्रेस के समझौता वार्ता के क्रम में एक समय ऐसा भी आया था जब भारत विभाजन को रोकने के लिए कमजोर केंद्र के साथ फेडरल स्ट्रक्चर के प्रस्ताव पर विचार किया गया था, परंतु इसे अनुपयुक्त मानकर नकार दिया गया था। निर्णय लिया गया कि भारत का संविधान मजबूत केंद्र के साथ यूनिटरी होगा। उपर्युक्त तथ्यों के आलोक में यह आवश्यक हो जाता है कि भारत सरकार कड़े कदम उठाते हुए इस प्रवृत्ति पर अविलंब रोक लगाए और इसे अंतिम रूप से स्पष्ट कर दिया जाए कि भारत का संविधान यूनिटरी यानी संघीय है, न कि फेडरल यानी परिसंघीय।
श्रीमती संगीता यादव जी।
माननीय सभापति महोदय, आपने मुझे सौर योजना परियोजनाओं के प्रभावी क्रियान्वयन एवं गुणवत्ता सुदृढ़ीकरण के संबंध में बोलने का अवसर दिया, इसके लिए मैं आपका आभार प्रकट करती हूँ। माननीय सभापति महोदय, आपके माध्यम से मैं माननीय नवीन एवं नवीकरणीय ऊर्जा मंत्री जी का ध्यान देश में सौर ऊर्जा परियोजनाओं के प्रभावी क्रियान्वयन एवं गुणवत्ता सुदृढ़ीकरण से जुड़ी कुछ महत्वपूर्ण आवश्यकताओं की ओर आकर्षित करना चाहती हूँ। सर्वप्रथम मैं सरकार द्वारा नवीकरणीय ऊर्जा को बढ़ावा देने हेतु उठाए गए सभी प्रभावी कदमों, राष्ट्रीय सौर मिशन तथा सौर ऊर्जा की स्थापित क्षमता में निरंतर वृद्धि के लिए माननीय मंत्री जी की सराहना करती हूँ, धन्यवाद देती हूँ। माननीय सभापति महोदय जी, इसके बावजूद जमीनी स्तर पर सौर परियोजनाओं के क्रियान्वयन से में जुड़ी हुई कई चुनौतियां सामने आ रही हैं, जैसे तकनीकी मानकीकरण की कमी हो रही है, गुणवत्ता नियंत्रण में असमानता, ग्रिड एकीकरण की समस्याएं हो रही हैं, परियोजनाओं का नियमित रखरखाव और दीर्घकालीन संचालन सुनिश्चित करने में भी कुछ कठिनाइयां सामने आ रही हैं। कई स्थानों पर तो कुछ घटिया उपकरणों का उपयोग करने से भी बातें सामने आई हैं। माननीय सभापति महोदय, इसके साथ ही घरेलू विनिर्माण को पर्याप्त प्रोत्साहन एवं आपूर्ति श्रृंखला को मजबूत करने की भी हमें आवश्यकता है, ताकि भारत इस क्षेत्र में आत्मनिर्भर बन सके। छोटे उपभोक्ताओं, किसानों तथा ग्रामीण क्षेत्रों में सौर ऊर्जा को अपनाने में वित्तीय एवं प्रक्रियात्मक कठिनाइयां भी एक सामने आ रही हैं, ये भी एक बड़ी बाधा बन रही है। सब्सिडी प्रक्रियाओं को भी हमें और सरल बनाने की आवश्यकता है और सस्ती वित्तीय सहायता उपलब्ध कराने की भी आवश्यकता पर ध्यान देना चाहिए। माननीय सभापति महोदय, मैं आपके माध्यम से माननीय मंत्री जी और सरकार दोनों से अनुरोध करना चाहती हूँ कि इन सभी पहलुओं पर समग्र एवं ठोस सुधारात्मक कदम उठाए जाएं, गुणवत्ता मानकों को और सुदृढ़ किया जाए और सौर ऊर्जा को अधिक किफायती, विश्वसनीय और व्यापक रूप से सुलभ बनाया जाए, जिससे देश की ऊर्जा सुरक्षा और सतत विकास के लक्ष्य को सुदृढ़ हो सके। माननीय सभापति, आपका आभार।
Dr. Sandeep Kumar Patak, Sriman Niranjan Bishi.
धन्यवाद माननीय सभापति महोदय। तो ओडिशार चाषी मानकर धान खरीफ धान क्रय विक्रय समस्या संपर्क रे प्रसंग उच्च सदन रे पवित्र सदन रे प्रसंग उपस्थापन करिवार सुयोग देथिबारु आपन को कृतज्ञता ज्ञापन करूछि। महोदय, हमर ओडिशा राज्य कृषि प्रधान राज्य, लोक चाष उपरे निर्भर करूछंती, किंतु महोदय वर्तमान खरीफ ऋतु रे धान मंडी रू उठू ना, चाषी मान को टोकन मिलू ना, जहाँ को टोकन मिलुछि महोदय तार धान मिलर से मंडी रू सी आउ लिफ्ट करू ना। या फल रे चाषी माने बहुत हैरान होचंती। चाषी मान को वेब तांकर जो ऑनलाइन रो व्यवस्था नहीं, चाषी माने बहुत परेशान, माने ओडिशा रे किसान परेशान, टोकन समस्या। एपटे महोदय हमर 17% एफएक्यू हमर भारत सरकार फिक्स अप करिसंती, किंतु ओडिशा रे 15% एफएक्यू ना रे 8 केजी क्विंटाल पिछा 8 केजी कटनी छटनी होउची महोदय। ये 8 केजी कटनी छटनी फल रे हमर चाषी माने बहुत हैरान होचंती। एटा मध्य भारत सरकार देखिबार कथा जे चाषी मानकर दाबी होउची 20 रु 22% एफएक्यू हेबा कथा, किंतु 20 रु 22% एफएक्यू बदल रे सरकार 17% करिसंती केंद्र सरकार सब राज्य पाई, किंतु ओडिशा रे महोदय 15% एफएक्यू वर्तमान डिक्लेयर करी क्विंटाल पिछा 8 केजी कटनी छटनी हेबा द्वारा आमर चाषी आमर कृषक भाई माने बहुत हैरान होछन, क्षति रे चलुछंती महाराज। तापरे महोदय आमर ओडिशा पई 73 मेट्रिक टन व्यवस्था अच्छी धान क्रय करिवार, वर्तमान सुधा 24 मेट्रिक टन लिफ्टेड हेछि। तो आउ मासे भितरे एते धान केमती सरकार करिवे लिफ्ट करिवे। ये हमर पुणी एबे गुटे सरकार करछंती हमर ओडिशा सरकार जे 150 क्विंटाल चाषी पिछा 150 क्विंटाल ही लिमिट कर देले, सीलिंग कर देले, ताठू अधिका महोदय जे हमर ओडिशा रे बड़ चाषी भी अछंती। आजिकाली समस्ते आधुनिक प्रणाली रे चाष करूछंती। आधुनिक प्रणाली रे जेहेतु चाष करूछंती, हाइब्रिड चाष, कृषि यंत्रपाति भी आधुनिक, तेणु महोदय एकड़ पिछा 30-40 क्विंटाल धान गोटे चाषी प्रोड्यूस करुछि। तो 150 क्विंटाल जदि किणिबे सरकार, बाकी 300-400 क्विंटाल महोदय रही जाउछि, जहाँ कि 1400-1500 टंका रे पर क्विंटाल चाषी बिकिबो।
श्रीमान नीरज डांगी।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद अध्यक्ष महोदय। माननीय सभापति महोदय, मैं सदन के माध्यम से केंद्र सरकार का ध्यान देश में सोने एवं चांदी की बेकाबू कीमतों की ओर आकर्षित करना चाहूंगा, जिससे ग्रामीण भारत विशेष रूप से महिलाओं और विवाह योग्य परिवारों की कमर तोड़ कर के रख दी है। पिछले 13 महीनों में अगर दिसंबर 2024 से जनवरी 2026 तक देखते हैं तो भारत में चांदी की कीमतों में लगभग 306% की वृद्धि और सोने की कीमतों में 111% की वृद्धि देखने को मिल रही है। जो कीमत स्वर्ण आभूषण की दिसंबर 2024 में 7,000 रुपए प्रति ग्राम थी, वो आज बढ़कर के 15,000 रुपए प्रति ग्राम हो गई है। और इसी तरह चांदी की कीमतों में जो 90,000 रुपए प्रति किलो चांदी दिसंबर 2024 में देखी गई थी, वही आज जो है 3,80,000 रुपए प्रति किलो के हिसाब से बाजार में देखने को मिल रही है। जिस देश में सोना चांदी नारी की सुरक्षा, आत्मसम्मान और पारिवारिक भविष्य से जुड़ा हुआ हो, वहां इनकी कीमतों में इस कदर इन कीमतों को बेलगाम छोड़ देना सरकार की गंभीर नीतिगत और आर्थिक विफलता को दर्शाता है। ग्रामीण क्षेत्रों में आज भी सोना चांदी केवल आभूषण नहीं बल्कि आपातकालीन बचत महिला का एकमात्र
are let loose. This shows a failure of policy of the government, and in rural areas gold and silver are not only a means of investment, but they are also a safeguard against certain situations, and people are unable to purchase jewelry for marriages, and those who have decided to get their children married 6 months ago, but these sharp rises in the prices of gold and silver have caused a lot of problem for them. And sir, this is very unfortunate that government talks about empowerment of women on the one side, but they are not controlling the GST and the hoarders. But it would not be wrong to say that women are facing punishment and the hoarders are being protected by the government. At the time of marriage, the rural economy is facing a lot of problem due to this. Families are getting affected by this, and the traditional jewelry market and the artisans connected in this area are also facing a lot of problems. Sir, it is not about prices, but it is about social justice, about women, about stability of rural areas. Sir, through you, I would like to urge the government that the prices that are going high should be controlled, and GST should be also cut down, and the hoarders should be taken to task. I hope that the government would not treat this matter as political, but would take it as a social issue and take necessary steps. Thank you.
Shriman Javed Ali Khan ji.
धन्यवाद.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman, sir. I would like to raise a very important house in the house before the government. In 2013, National Food Security Act was passed by the Parliament, which ensured the food for poor of the country, and it was a boon. And when in Corona we faced a problem, the poor people of our country got food, free of cost food, under the provisions of the same act. Sir, after 13 years of passage of this act, the eligibility criteria which was made is as it is. In 2013, when this act was passed, then in rural areas 2 lakh rupees of income was fixed as the poverty line, and in cities those who had income of 3 lakh rupees were up to 3 lakh rupees were made beneficiary. But in 13 years a lot of things have changed. We have seen a lot of prices go up, inflation we have seen, and in IT also we have seen a revision. We have increased the income tax slabs. If we see that the pay commission of 2016, a lot of salary has been increased, and Manrega wages were 155 in 2013, it is now 280 rupees. And our salaries of members has also been increased, but the eligibility criteria is still remaining to be 2 lakh and 2 lakh and 3 lakh. I am not a student of economics, but I have gained information that the capacity of 2 lakh rupees which was there in 2013, when he calculated it according to consumer price index, then he said that the 2 lakh rupees in 2013 which was there in rural areas, it should be 3 lakh 60,000 rupees, and in cities it should be about 5 lakh rupees. Sir, I urge the government through you, sir, that this limit of eligibility criteria should be enhanced for free food grains, because only in Uttar Pradesh 17 lakh ration cards are about to be cancelled, and the government of Uttar Pradesh want to cancel such cards because they are above the limit, which will be a great injustice with the poor of the country, and the eligibility should be enhanced. Thank you, sir.
Honorable Chairman, thank you for providing this opportunity. I raise to draw attention to the August House to the serious and emerging policy gap concerning the employment right for the senior citizen. India is undergoing a rapid demographic transition with the population of aged 60 years and above having crossed 140 million and projected to exceed 350 million by 2036 as per the official estimates. With the life expectancy now around 70 years, the country has a large pool of healthy, skilled, and experienced senior citizens who are willing and capable of contributing productivity well beyond the conventional age of retirement. However, sir, India presently lacks comprehensive legal framework to prohibit age discrimination in employment or to recognize the right to work beyond retirement based on ability rather than the age. While Article 14 and 16 of the Constitution guarantee eligibility, age-based employment is treated in policy matter. The post-retirement engagement is largely confined to ad hoc extensions and contractual arrangements. This disproportionate affects senior citizens in a private and informal sector with legal protection is minimal. In contrast, several countries has enacted progressive laws to promote active aging. United States, United Kingdom, European Union, Australia, Canada, and Japan, where over 29% of the population is above 65 years, have prohibited age-based discrimination and enabled continued employment of older persons. I therefore urge the Government of India to initiate comprehensive legal framework to prohibit age discrimination and facilitate right to work beyond retirement for willing and capable senior citizens with flexible and safeguard. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Dr. V. Sivadasan Avargal.
Respected Chair, here in India, lakhs of students are unable to reach the schools. They are working in field, in different areas. The students are trying to get jobs. Respected Chair, in this situation, we are able to see the pathetic situation in some of the states like UP, Gujarat, somewhere. So here, the government of India should give more money to promote the education sector. Here in India, the only 2.71% of GDP is spending for education. The thousands of students are not getting fellowship, scholarship, and other financial support from the government. So, government of India should spend more money in education sector. Here, education sector, the schools, Paka building is not there. The proper teachers is not there. Universities are running without permanent teachers. So the intervention of the union government is very necessary to protect the right of the students. Right to Education Act is existing, but only in the paper. The Right to Education Act should be implemented properly, and the proper education facilities to the students, and all children should be provided by the government. The government should try to make more education institutions in local areas. The panchayats and district panchayat, local panchayat, and the block panchayat, they are taking a lot of initiative, but the thing is that they are not getting proper financial assistance from the union government. State government, the education is earlier in the state subject, but now in the concurrent list. So the government, union government, should provide the money to the states, and government should make a proper federal policy for promoting the education sector in our nation. Respected Chair, this existing situation in education sector
Now,
requesting
question hour.
more initiative from.
Question number 1, Dr. Bhim Singh ji.
Mahoday, question.
Sir, question number 1.
Honorable Now, first supplementary, Dr. Bhim Singh ji.
Mahoday.
Sir, the government of India and Honorable Minister, I would like to thank them that for creation of employment, they have done a lot of things and they are still bringing in Kaushal Vikas Yojana, IITs, apprenticeship promotion scheme, and with all these measures being in place, they have told that from 2016-17 to 31st October 25-26, 49,1,200 people have been given employment. This is a good thing. I just want to know that 49,12,000 people who have been employed, what is the number of people from Bihar in this?
Sir, माननीय सदस्य
Honorable member for creation of employment in Bihar has asked his question. Sir, through you, I would like to apprise the honorable member that to enhance the employment opportunities in the country and to enhance the employability of people, a national career service portal has been established with a single window platform. And after that, employer and job seeker both are registered onto that platform, and on the basis of that registration, they can identify wherever the opportunities are. On the National Career Service Portal from Bihar, a total of 53 lakh people have registered, and out of that 39.80 have been shortlisted, and it has been ensured that those people get an opportunity for job.
Mahoday.
So, as the Honorable Minister in his reply has told that more than 3,000 employment fairs have been organized in Bihar and 8,492 employees took part in this. And now he has also told the numbers that this much number of people have got employment in Bihar. I think this is a less number. I want to know that 8,492 employers that took part, how many of them were of national level, how many of them were of local level companies. The question asked by honorable member, I would like to clarify something about that. The earlier reply was about National Career Service Portal. Through them, the employers, it was about that. Honorable member just said that through the state government and through the labor ministry, they also organize job fairs. The state government and central government both organize job fairs. 3,280 job fairs were organized, and this number is less, that 8,492 employees were present in those fairs. But out of these 8,492, many companies are such. One company may participate twice or thrice, also 4 times also. So whenever there is a job fair that takes place, 20-25 companies come and we identify whichever cluster it is being organized in, what kind of skill set is available and what kind of skill set is the company looking for, and then those are matched and then the companies are invited. So the job seekers were 450,000 youth who took part in that fair. And when interactions were done, interviews were done, 90,000 youths were shortlisted, and finally 43,000 people were given employment. And for them, the honorable member has also sought to know many a times, many companies work in the country and particular states also. Those companies which require the kind of manpower, keeping in mind the nearest available talent and skill, those companies took part.
Singh Surjiwala ji.
Sir, my specific question to the Honorable Minister is, National Career Service, I'm surprised that you don't even publish data of how many people are employed. Sir, the biggest employer continues to be Government of India and the PSUs. And many times in this house, government has answered on the number of vacancies in Government of India and PSUs. Will the minister tell as to how many vacancies currently exist in Government of India, the principal employer and its PSUs? For how long and by when do you propose to fill them up? For the number of vacancies, according to me, including in armed forces and paramilitary forces and police forces, are over 3 lakh in armed forces and police forces alone, and total is about 30 lakh. Will the minister inform the House?
Honorable Minister.
Chairman sir, माननीय
So, honorable member has asked about National Career Service Portal. In these changing times, it is important to create different platforms. It is the time of digital technology. Through digital technology, employees and employer, both of them, as per their requirement, they are able to secure the manpower they want to ensure that, and also they can go to a single platform and identify their opportunity. For that, National Career Service platform has been created, and I'm happy to tell the house that in the last 1 decade this platform has become robust now, and National Career Service portal platform today has 55 lakhs of companies. All the employment providing platforms of state government are linked to it. A private portal has also been linked to it. Any person can go there and register himself. Those youth have got themselves registered there in the last 10 years who are job seekers, and those who get jobs, they can get jobs from there, and for them on the same platform they can get themselves shortlisted also and can get an opportunity for employment also. And I'm happy to tell that National Career Service portal has been integrated with e-portal, and National Service portal has been linked with Mera Yuva Bharat platform, so that they can get to know from the single platform itself. For example, if there is a company from Noida, and if it wants an engineer in the nearby area of Noida, it can go to the National Service Career platform. If a civil engineer has registered himself for a job there, so that person can be specifically called and can be provided this employment. So this is being utilized in a very good way. Have patience, I'm replying to your question. You are paying for this impatience.
Department, so many departments. Let him
सरकार
answer.
ने मैं उसका भी जवाब
I will also reply to that. In the formal sector, our government, our Honorable PM himself, in every 2-3 months till now, 18 job fairs have been conducted for government jobs, and in every 2 months, 75,000, 1 lakh, 1,50,000, 70,000. In such numbers, 11,49,000 people have been given central government jobs in these 18 fairs. And how we have done this in private sector, I will give a reply when such question comes with figures and with comparisons. I'll give you that reply.
Shriman Upendra Kushwaha ji.
जवाब में कहा
In the reply, it has been told that under NSC project, state, with collaboration of state and different organizations, total 407 nodal career centers have been established in the country. I would like to know from the Honorable Minister, how many out of these 407 are in Bihar? National Career Service portal, apart from that, in the country, 407 model career centers are being run, and that we are doing in collaboration with state government and central government, and we provide the manpower for that. 39 centers are being run in Bihar, and they also conduct job fairs to ensure employment to youth.
धन्यवाद सर.
So, through you, I would like to know from the Honorable Minister that last year in our country, India, how many job fairs were conducted, and through these job fairs, how many youths were trained, and through these trainings, how many youth got employment?
Chairman sir.
Chairman sir, in the last 1 year, in the country, a total of 18,000 job fairs were organized in the country, and out of these job fairs, 2.22 crore people were given employment.
GC Chandrasekhar ji. The third supplementary, Srimati Sulada Dev.
Thank you, Chairman sir. मैं आपके
So through you, I would like to know from the Honorable Minister that the employment access, have we ever conducted a survey and assessment of that in our country, how employment exchange is working? And especially I would like to know about Orissa, and in the last 5 years, how many applications have been received in those employment exchanges, and how many youth have got employment through them, especially for my state, Orissa? Thank you.
Chairman sir.
Chairman sir, employment survey is a national, it was earlier conducted by NSSO, but now for its mapping, we have, after a national periodical survey through PLFS, we monitor this, and I'm happy to tell the House that in the country, the employment generation is increasing and the unemployment rate is decreasing now. And about employment, I would tell you with the figures available that the last year, in 2024, the claim data of Reserve Bank was published, and it's not that claim data comes in our times. Reserve Bank was established in 1935, and it started publishing this data long before. From 2003 to 2004, a total of 44 in 2003-4, 23 crore employment was there, and after a decade, it became 47.15 crore. This is not my data. This is the claim data of Reserve Bank, which is being published for a long time now. It tells that in 1 decade, 2.9 crore of employment was generated, and this claim data, which was published in 2014, in that employment was 64.33%. This means 17 crore people were given jobs by the government of India. Your question was 11 lakh was given by the Prime Minister for job fairs. Claim data tells that 17 crore new jobs were created and all across the country. And in Orissa also, many people would have gotten employment. And you can know from this data that MSME has grown in the country. When one MSME is produced in the country, 4.3% people get employment. This is what the data says. Our government for employment generation, please sit. Our government for employment generation took timely steps. You must have seen in the first budget of Modi government, the government for creation of 4.1 crore jobs through Pradhan Mantri Rozgar package. It was announced, and skill development employment incentive scheme were taken on board. Many such programs were being run so that self-employment is augmented, jobs are there, and the outcome was that when employment increases, unemployment goes down. 3.2% is the rate of unemployment in India today, which is equal to many developed countries and even less than many of them.
Kartikeya Sharma ji.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. Sir, talking of job growth, is there any estimate on the number of job opportunities created by the gig economy? जो gig workers होते हैं,
The gig workers, the opportunities that they are getting, has the ministry taken the cognizance of that?
Gig
workers is an emerging new economic employment activity, because this concept never existed earlier. But today, through digital platform, many people are getting employment, and many such companies are providing employment on such platforms. It is an estimate today. Niti Aayog's survey was 2 years old, but around 2 crore gig workers must be there. They work through a platform to ensure social security for them. The codes which we implemented for the first time in the world, we fixed the definition for gig workers, made legal provisions for them so that they get social security, other securities, and their other activities are also smoothened. Our country has become the first country to provide for that, and this is a thing to be proud of.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for this opportunity. Sir, according to the PLFS and according to the last economic survey report, the one trend is very clear. That is, the permanent employment has been reducing in our country. So, in this light, I would like to ask an important question. The increasing trend of contractualization of labor in the public sector is leading to an invisible and systematic elimination of constitutionally guaranteed opportunities for marginalized sections, which means reservations. In view of this, whether the government is ready to undertake a comprehensive study on the impact of contractualization on employment elasticity, particularly its adverse effect on reservation policies, and whether data has been collected or will be collected on the number of candidates belonging to SC, EST, OBC categories who have lost access to regular employment opportunities due to the shift towards contractual labor.
Honorable Minister.
Chairman, sir,
Chairman, sir, in the country, opportunities for employment should be available to all people in the country, and ensuring that has been a priority for our government. And therefore, in the country, Startup India, Stand Up India, Mudra scheme, there are many such programs which have been implemented and through which self-employment has enhanced. And I'm very glad to inform the House that In 17-18, it was 52%, and 23-24, it was increased to 54%. And casual wage laborers, those people who work on low salaries, to give protection to them, we have brought changes in labor code, and we have ensured that people may get employment anywhere, and there should be responsible behavior by the employers, and they should not be deprived of their rights. And we have ensured in labor code that whoever gets a job should be given employment letters. What happened was that if there is an incident, employers would say that they are not registered with us, and they would not get any security. And the SC/ST people, for them also in job fairs, model career centers have been established, and we have made arrangement for them, and we have started such centers for SC/ST people, so that our youths belonging to SC/STs should be called in job fairs, and employment opportunities are available to them. And similarly, those who work on non-permanent jobs, for them also, and the figures tell us how employment has gone up. Along with employment, self-employment has also gone up, and job opportunities have increased, and the salaries of people have also increased. Casual labor, those who were on non-permanent jobs in 22-23, 24.9%, that number got decreased. That the people who are working on low salaries, their number has gone down. So that means generally people are getting more salaries, and on the whole, the country is changing, and the country is advancing, and 1.4 billion population of the country, we have an unemployment rate of only 3.4%, and Modi government has ensured employment for the people of the country. Question number 3, Sri Ratanjit Pratap Narayan Singh ji. Question number 3, Honorable Minister. A statement is laid on the table of the House.
श्रीमान रतनजीत प्रताप नारायण सिंह जी।
धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Honorable Chairman, sir. First of all, I would like to thank the Honorable Minister and his ministry that in this financial year in Kushinagar district, passport center has been opened, and a lot of people have got benefited, and a new modern post office is going to be started, and work has started. I would like to say to the Honorable Minister that all the schemes have been started for postal centers, and that will boost export. Kushinagar is a holy place, and I would like to ask the Honorable Minister whether Kushinagar would also be linked with the postal export scheme. Honorable Chairman, sir, through you, I would like to inform the honorable member and the August House that India Post, on the basis of Indian Post, the distribution system of the country has been given through Indian Post, and not only post and parcels, for common people, all possible services are being provided, and related with this is a very strong framework in the constituency of honorable member, and postal department has established that there is a head office in Patrona, which is his home constituency, and 20 post sub offices are there. And he has rightly pointed out that Honorable Minister of State was started, a passport service center was started, and in 1 year, 5,930 citizens were provided with passports it has always been our endeavor, and as the Honorable Prime Minister has emphasized, a coordinated approach by the government, whether it is small handicrafts or small exporters, they have an equally important role in MSME sector, and 40% of export comes from MSME sector. And on the basis of this viewpoint, with the Commerce Ministry and Ministry of Finance, on the basis of whole of government approach, we have established 1,013 postal export centers, and around 13 lakhs shipments have been made, and they are of the value of around 300 crore rupees, and 28,000 exporters have got linked to the system. And honorable member would be glad to know that in Kushinagar, in Padrona head office, postal export offices are being run for the past many years, and many articles have been exported from his district, and he would be glad to know that. Second supplementary.
Narayan Singh ji.
I would like to know from the Honorable Minister, I come from Uttar Pradesh, and I come from a rural area, and what schemes have been implemented digitally, and the post offices which have been opened in rural areas, what schemes are being implemented through these post offices, and what other functions have been performed by his ministry? Sir, Postal Department for many decades, Postal Department has been working successfully, and our distribution system in around 6.5 lakh villages in the country, 1,65,000 points of presence are there on the basis of post offices, and out of these only 10% points are in urban areas, and 90% of these are in rural areas. It has been the viewpoint of the Government of India, and it has been our endeavor to work in a streamlined manner, and we have created 6 verticals as per our business lines. There are mails, there are parcels, there is international business, there are citizen-centric services, and PLI and RBLI are there. And along with this, there is Post Office Service Bank is also there. On the basis of this system, I would like to inform the members and the country that on the basis of our Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, around 3.75 crore accounts have been opened, and on the basis of Post Bank Savings Bank, around 38 crore accounts have been opened in the country, where 22 lakh crores of deposits have been made, which in the past 10 years has seen 3 times increase. India Post Payments Banks it was financed 100% by the Government of India, and 13 crore accounts have been opened under this, and around 1,37,000 crores have been given through direct benefit transfer, and in postal life insurance, 1 crore 25 lakh accounts are there, and 2 lakh crores of rupees have been deposited here, and passport service centers are 452, and 2 crore passports have been made through these postal passport service, and in Aadhaar updation, 14 crore people have got their Aadhaar updated. I have already given the list of postal export centers, and in the coming days, Honorable Chairman Sir, right now our postal department is cost center. That means we need financial assistance for that, and it has been our endeavor that it should function as a very strong postal department, and we are going to create new business verticals. Association of Mutual Funds of India, we have signed an MOU, and KYC mutual fund customers, for them it will be created, and Prime Minister Employment Generation Program, its verification is being done. And along with that, micro and small medium industries, we are also working. BSNL SIM distribution program is also being done, and it has been our effort that every financial year there are increases, and I would like to give you figures of the past 1 year. In 2022-23, our total revenue was 12,000 crores, and in 24-25, 13,218 crores. That means there was only an increase of 3%. Now, Minister of State and me and the secretary in the department have worked together, and we have set targets so that we can give a new speed to postal department. And I would like to place the results of the past 9 months. In citizen-centric services, there has been a 95% increase. Now it is 6,500 crore, and similarly in parcels there is an increase of 12%. PLI and RPLI, there is an increase of 11%. That means in a period of 9 months we had an increase of 3% in the last entire financial year. Now in the past 9 months we have had a 10% increase, and there is a possibility that when this year is completed, you will get very good figures in the month of April. With this confidence, our 4.5 lakh rural people, they are working with dedication and hard work.
Srimati Rajati ji.
Respected Chairman, sir. There were many technical glitches in the implementation of the second phase of advanced postal technology in August. The glitch resulted in delays in every step, and some booking counters were closed because of the inability to serve the customers. Customers and business communities across different parts in India had raised concerns about the lack of preparedness with which the ministry rolled out the second phase. Has the ministry addressed all the glitches, and what is the status of implementation of advanced postal technology second phase? Had the ministry assessed the possible impact of these changes, including disruption in the supply chain and logistics sector, before implementing these measures? Thank you, sir.
Honorable Minister.
Sir, एक बहुत महत्व
Sir, a very important question has been asked by the honorable member. When changes occur and we adopt a new system, when there is a transition phase, when there are changes in the rudimentary system, and when from a rudimentary electronic system we move to a strong electronic system, there are some difficulties that we face, and IT 2.0, under that advanced postal technology, the new software that we have installed, this is Meghraj 2.2 cloud under open architecture we have created. And I'm glad to inform you that as in communications department, we have implemented indigenous digital system, and this system is 100% indigenous, and Center of Excellence Technology is a part of this system, and we are implementing that. Initially for 15-20 days there was some difficulty, because when there is a transition there are glitches, and for that we have to make patches. So software patches have been made. 1,65,000 post offices have been made completely streamlined, and one single digital platform is there, and it will boost the entire system. And the honorable finance minister had said in her budget speech that Indian Post will be made a world class logistics platform. As I said in my earlier reply, that the six verticals that we created for the first time, and I would like to inform you, and you would be glad to know that for the first time, Indian Postal Department has hired a chief technology officer, because in postal department is also technology department. We have hired a chief marketing officer also, and through this CTO, with these 23 circles, 1,65,000 post offices, every transaction that is made by them, that comes on that software, and it will be acknowledged in the repository, and we will come to know uh, citizens are making how many transactions, so that postal department is able to do cross selling. The people who are taking citizen centering services, they are also provided with some other services, because we have created this technology driven system. Thank you, Honorable Chairman, sir. Nandedi Guru Gobind Singh is the place of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, and I would like to thank Honorable Minister that for the people of Nanded, high quality post office has been provided, and for my Tehsil, he has given the permission of making a post office. I would like to know from the Honorable Minister whether this post office will also be linked with digital banking, and it will also be made a center of financial transactions. And the area for this post office is very small, so whether the area with BSNL will be transferred to this, and on the land of Nagpur and Pune, a regional passport center will be created. I want that through this post office, passports facility should also be provided to the people of this area. If this is given, that would be a tribute to the land of Guru Gobind Singh. I would like to know from the minister whether a high quality post office and regional passport center would be given to this area or not. Sir, honorable member has asked multiple questions in one question. I would like to reply to each of them. He has talked about Indian Postal Payments Banks, the quality of Indian Postal Payments Bank and its capacity and its reach has become so vast because it is a technology platform which rides on 1,65,000 post offices. And honorable member would be glad to know that today IPPP, the reach of this has become vast, and all our government and private banks, this reach is even more than their reach. We provide services to the people who are not given services by anybody else. This is based on the thinking of the Prime Minister for vocal for local, and under that 13 crore customers have been made, and our total customer balances are 25,000 crores, and total financial transactions are 19 lakh crore. It is only through this small sector payment banks. So for Nanded also, IBPP will have a banking system, and in future also it will be available.
As far as the honorable member's question about Passport Seva Kendras is concerned, rule has been formulated by the government of India that in one district there would be one Passport Seva Kendra, and in first phase we will establish 8 to 10 districts are still remaining across the country where we have to establish it, and in the second round when we come to, then obviously we will consider this. And Dak Niryat Kendras he has talked about, and wherever there is potential for export, we are expanding things, I assure. Thank you. Fifth supplementary, Shriman Sanjay Yadav ji.
आपके माध्यम से
Sir, through you, I'd like to know from the Honorable Minister, as he just stated about IPB, that IPPB is going to serve those where they are unserved. But the government is aware that in Bihar, particularly in rural areas, there 8,259 post offices are there, and last year 1,100 Indian Post payment bank facility was not available there. So I'd like to know from the Honorable Minister, at present in Bihar, how many post offices are there in Bihar where IPB facility is not there? If it is not there, by when it will be made available by the government? What is government doing therefore? And how many passport seva kendras are there in Bihar that have been recently started in post offices? And Director General has proposed that 45 post offices had to be closed down. What was it and why? Honorable Minister, sir, as far as IPPB network is concerned, Honorable Member has talked about it. Our idea is that today in the country, we have about 6 lakh villages. Out of them, about 5 lakh 92,000 villages have banks or IPPB branches coverage is available. I want to say that we do not want to have duplication there. Where banking coverage is there, IPPB bank in that village will not go, and it will go to where it is not there, coverage is not there. That is our idea, our target also. As far as Bihar data is concerned, I'd like to provide it to the Honorable Member. Thank you. Now question number 4, Shriman Mayank Kumar Naik ji.
Honorable Minister.
Reply table, sir.
First supplementary, Shriman Mayank Kumar Nayak ji.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. Abhi,
Sir, led by Honorable Prime Minister, the Honorable Communications Minister was responding. I have got a reply to my question, of course, and through you, I'd like to know from the Honorable Minister further. In communications sector, new technology is coming, and through that in rural areas and in urban areas also, the network is being strengthened. What are the proposals therefore by the government? I'd like to know through you, sir, from the Minister. Honorable Minister. Sir, I'd like to tell the Honorable Member that as far as the question is concerned, it is on BharatNet, and BharatNet is an ambitious program that we have. We want to have a highway there in that sphere, on the basis of which every citizen of India will have connectivity at the global level. And Bharat 1 and 2, we had for 2,22,000 panchayats connectivity, 7 lakh kilometer OFC fiber we have laid there for, and 2,15,000 gram panchayats we have connected thereby. But our journey is not ending here, because in our country, 6.5 lakh villages are there. We have to connect them all, and a decision and a resolve have already been taken by the government. On the basis of that, amended BharatNet scheme by Government of India has been accepted and adopted in 2023, in 2024. Under that, sir, I'd like to say here in the August House that across the globe, the biggest capital expenditure program, broadband network that is, and to take it to every citizen, the plan is there. 1,40,000 crore rupee worth scheme, $16 billion scheme it is, sir. And under that, gram panchayats, we have BharatNet 1 and 2, they were connected. They're under linear technology, it was there, and ring topology, it was not there. The difference is that if wire is snapped, then the villages are disconnected. And ring topology, if one is snapped, the other connection is live. So redundancy is 100%. So in those gram panchayats, linear to wing, we are bringing them onto, and 50,000 gram panchayats are thereafter going to be connected. It's an ambitious program, as I said, on the basis of which every citizen of the country is going to have 25 Mbps broadband service at their household.
Second supplementary, Shriman Mayank Kumar Nayak ji.
सर मैं आपके माध्यम
Sir, through you, I'd like to know from the Honorable Minister about Gujarat. There are 14,230 and 14,294 villages have got the services. I want to know about other gram panchayats, by when they would get it, and in some semi-urban areas and in rural areas also, despite optical fiber laying, the internet service is hindered or unused. So whether they are to be identified and improvement scheme has been put in place therefore.
Honorable Minister.
गुजरात ने
Sir, Gujarat in BharatNet 2 state-led model, it adopted. On the basis of that, BharatNet 2 it had implemented, which means that the state government had shouldered its responsibility and had fixed the target, and our gram panchayat targets were 14,320 phase 1 phase 2 together. And I'm happy to tell the August House that 100% target achievement has been there under BharatNet 1 and 2. An amended BharatNet program, as I just told, sir, total, if you look at 14,264 gram panchayats, we are upgrading. And with that, 23 gram panchayats are there. Ring topology, we are converting them into, they were in linear topology earlier. New OFC about is 30,000 kilometers that we are going to lay, and rest of the villages, 3,895 villages in Gujarat, on demand basis, we are going to connect them. For that, capex cost 2,304 crore rupees is for Gujarat. Allocation has been made to that extent, and OPEX also alongside. Last time in the scheme operative expenses in the budget we had not provided for, because of which problems cropped up. This time 1,40,000 crore rupee scheme is there, capex is there, opex is also there for 10 years. So 10 years opex 3,304 crores for Gujarat, and together 5,691 crore is the total amount which has been given for this scheme. And the quadrified agreement has been signed. Gujarat's government, GFGNL, Digital Bharat Nidhi and BSNL have signed it. 24th June 2025, and GFGNL RFPB float done. Project implementation agency to be identified and fixed. 19th of January 2025, and State NOC 3rd of March 2025. Bids evaluation is being evaluated, and very soon we are going to notify.
Third supplementary, Shriman Ramji. Third supplementary, Srimati Ramila Ben Becher Boy Baraji.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman, sir. BharatNet Pariyojana, the scheme is there, project is there. I want to thank the Honorable Minister for that. I want to ask about the inaccessible areas, difficult terrain and hill terrain. The panchayats are situated there, and this high speed broadband services are to be provided. How they are to be provided? What is the plan? Thank you.
अध्यक्ष जी, जैसे
Honorable Chairman, sir, as I just stated, and through you I informed that 265,000 gram panchayats in ring topology we are implementing therefore, and broadband highway we are deciding 380,000 rest of the villages are there, and on demand basis it will be given to them, where BharatNet entrepreneur will get the opportunity to have connectivity, and every village resident has to get it. And that BharatNet entrepreneur will have capital subsidy and operating cost subsidy also he will get. And alongside that, about 7,570 BharatNet entrepreneurs already are there. We have identified them, selected, and this project is being implemented like amended BharatNet is being implemented.
Fourth supplementary, Sriman Akhilesh Prasad Singh ji.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. I want to know from the Honorable Minister, is it correct that BharatNet has missed multiple deadlines? 2014, 2015, 2019, 2023, 2025. What are the reasons thereof? I am told, is this on the account of failed last mile connectivity, linear architectural failure, lack of maintenance, or fourth, paper failure?
Adhyaksh Mahoday,
Honorable Chairman, sir, honorable member has asked this question. I have already tabled the answer. About 2,22,000 gram panchayats, BharatNet 1, 2, they were identified for. Out of them, 2,15,000 gram panchayats have already got connectivity. 97% execution has been done. And as honorable member just said, some reasons are there. 3% are still left out. Shortage is there. 97% also have seen some shortfalls. And I have mentioned in my just submitted reply. 3% shortfalls, if you see terrains are difficult terrains and mountainous regions are there. So the connectivity 3%, 2,15,000, 7,000 gram panchayats have come to, the connectivity is lacking, and left-wing extremism affected areas are also there in some areas. And third, right of way was a problem, a big problem. So in a new bill, right of way gadget notification we have passed, so that necessary infrastructure criteria are given by all state governments. And today also I am in consultation with the state governments that there shouldn't be any problem about right of way. And so there were other model state nets also. Now amended BharatNet has taken care of all these to take them forward under one umbrella. We have that resolution. Linear architecture to ring architecture we are moving. It's a technical term, but GPON equipment was being used. Now MPLS equipment is high-end and more advanced now, and now we are using that for monitoring. State-level network operating centers are being established, and central government is taking care of CNET, Central Network Operating Center, which is being established. And under that, amended Bharat Network is being functional. Fifth supplementary, Dr. M. Tanapalji.
Honorable Minister in his statement told that total of 14 lakh 7,784 fiber to the home connections. I would like to know how many of them have been provided in Tamil Nadu, and also I would like to know whether these connections to the home are chargeable or free for the people.
Honorable Minister.
So the whole concept here is to empower the entrepreneur in India. Our target is to provide 1.5 crore FTTH connections at the grassroots level. As I have already mentioned, we provided 14,07,000 connections. As the network gets laid out, as the first mile and middle mile network is put into place, the last mile connectivity will come in. I've already mentioned our distribution strategy is through our BharatNet Udyamis, who will be our entrepreneurs at the village level, that will provide that connectivity. We are also giving a subsidy program to our BharatNet Udyamis to make sure that they are empowered enough to be able to provide that connectivity. As far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, the total FTTH connections today, as of date, out of the 14 lakh is about 800 odd, but that will increase as the network gets rolled out.
Now, question number 5, Sriman Kartikeya Sarma ji.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. Question number 5.
Honorable Minister.
Is laid on the table of the House.
The first supplementary, Sriman Kartikeya Sarma ji.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. Through you, I'd like to ask the Honorable Minister, will the government inform the House of the number of Indian private sector entities that have been onboarded across launch vehicles, satellites, propulsion systems, and space-grade electronics since the establishment of InSpace, and the cumulative amount of private investment mobilized during this period?
Honorable Minister.
Chairman, sir, I'm glad that the honorable member has asked this question, and this gives us an opportunity to share some of the recent achievements in the space sector. As he is truly mentioned in his question as well, India is fast emerging as a hub of space manufacturing, hub of space entrepreneurship, and also a hub of space economy. And before I enumerate the various private sectors and the parties which are involved, I think it's also important to mention over here that all this has happened in the last few years. We never had a dearth of talent in ISRO, or their expertise, or their commitment, or their aspirations. We have seen our scientists giving their all in the service of the space program. The two founding fathers, namely Dr. Sarabhai from Gujarat and Dr. Satish Dhawan from Jammu and Kashmir, put their entire heart and soul into this. But what was possibly lacking was an enabling milieu, which, as he rightly mentioned, the honorable member, happened after 2019, when the government decided to set up New Space India Limited and also to open up the space sector to private players. So this was one of the most path-breaking decisions of the government, and the credit goes to the Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji for having broken many taboos of the past. And that was followed by the constitution of what he's referring to as InSpace, a single window interface between the private sector and the public sector. And the results have been enormous. We were just about a decimal economy in the space sector. Today we are 8.4 billion. In 8-10 years, we hope to go up by 4-5 times, maybe to 40-45 billion. We were just a single-digit startup. Today, as on date, we are 399. And as far as our engagement in the public-private sector is concerned, the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited has already signed a technology of transfer agreement with the ISRO for a small satellite launch vehicle. Then if I go in detail, it will take very long, but I can just name a few of them because of his interest in the space sector. We have the Pixel Space India Limited. We have Agni Cool, which is realizing a rocket engines. We have Skyroot, which is going to launch its Vikram 1 shortly this year itself. We have Dhruv Space, again at Hyderabad, which is using Falcon 9. We have Digantara, we have Galaxy I, we have Anant Technology. So we have a host of these. And the other aspect of this is that we are also now have increased the revenue which is being generated by the launch of the foreign satellites. Like, for example, out of the 434 foreign satellites launched since ISRO undertook this initiative, as many as 399 were launched after 2014 when Prime Minister Modi took over. And as a result of this, India has so far earned as many as 323 European euros to 323 million euros and $233 million. So in a nutshell, I can also reasonably claim that in the times to come, in the future growth of India's economy, space is going to be a very important contributor. It's one of the sectors which had remained possibly underexplored or unexplored till now.
Now, the papers to be laid on the table, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman ji.
Sir, with your permission, I rise to lay on the table a copy in English and in Hindi of the Economic Survey 25-26 along with statistical appendix.
The House stands adjourned to meet 1 hour after the presentation of the Union Budget 2026-27 in Lok Sabha on Sunday, the 1st February 2026.